Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
The U.S. Brewers Cup Championship is the ultimate event for coffee nerds, complete with 37 pages of rules governing everything from liquid volume to alkalinity. The judges are purists who might pale at the idea of Nescafe, yet this year's prize went to a brewer who served, brace yourself, decaf. Historically, decaffeinated coffee has not been celebrated. To some it's flavorless, to others, pointless. Yet the beans used by winning barista Wei Hong Zhang were unapologetically buzz-free, and sophisticated enough for any connoisseur. They boasted notes of eucalyptus and strawberry. The brew's triumph indicated a larger trend: decaf is hot. The global market is expected to increase from £15.3 billion in 2022 to £22.5 billion by the end of the decade. Advances in technology appear to be behind the boom. A quick explainer: coffee beans are seeds found in the cherries of coffee trees. The green seeds are sent to roasters who turn them into the brown beans we're familiar with. In the case of decaf, they're first treated to remove the caffeine. With cheaper decafs, this is often done with methylene chloride, which has become controversial, as it's a carcinogen. Some critics argue it should be banned. Defenders say that there are such tiny amounts in a decaf that any threat is negligible. Still, consumers increasingly prefer their decaf flat white to be made naturally, using water, carbon dioxide or ethyl acetate from sugar cane. More attention is being paid to crops, too. Producers used to take bad beans they couldn't sell anywhere else and say, "Okay, we'll use them for decaf," says Howard Gill, head roaster at London's sustainable coffee brand Grind. Today, farms deliberately grow beans with a flavor profile, size and consistency that makes them great for decaf. Moreover, 2 coffee drinkers in 5 want to reduce their caffeine intake, according to market intelligence agency Mintel. At Grind, decaf sales are growing fast, says Gill. So, should you switch? Let's sort fact from fiction. Caffeine is bad for you. That depends. People often say, "I'm trying to be good and cut back on coffee," but drinking coffee is not problematic for those who tolerate the caffeine, says Dr. Federica Amati, head nutritionist at health science company Zoe and author of Everybody Should Know This. Michael Joseph, 22 pounds. We're all different in how we metabolize it, and some people are genetically more susceptible to negative effects. You have to respond to your body. Many people drink 3 to 5 coffees a day without any problem, while others experience anxiety, insomnia, an increased heart rate and even eye twitching. A few get these symptoms after just 1 cup. This may evolve over a lifetime. Perimenopause causes some women to suffer anxiety and sleep disturbance even without caffeine. At that time, you might find that the cup of coffee you previously enjoyed in the morning now makes you feel more anxious, says Amati. Psychiatrist Dr. Alex Kermy was concerned about his caffeine habit of 2 to 6 shots of espresso a day. As the second cup of the day faded out, I would get a visceral feeling of anxiety. He decided to give up for 6 weeks and documented the experiment on an episode of the Thinking Mind podcast. He found the withdrawal symptoms manageable and felt calmer. For the first few days, I could tell there was a slump in my performance. I would say I was at 80%, but I also felt a sense of relaxation. After 6 weeks, he reintroduced caffeine. The first coffee I had after that break felt insane. I felt I could learn a language and write a book with that intense burst of energy, he says. Kermy now feels that 1 cup a day is enough to enjoy the benefits. In pregnancy, there is evidence that more than 200 milligrams of caffeine a day, 2 mugs of instant coffee, raises the risk of miscarriage and may restrict a baby's growth. Sufferers of irritable bowel syndrome may find that caffeine irritates their gut. Other conditions can respond well to its stimulant effect. Some people with Parkinson's disease report that caffeine helps them move more freely, and some with ADHD find it helps them to focus. Decaf is bad for you. Not true. Coffee's health benefits are significant, with or without the caffeine. They include improved cognitive function and reduction in the risk of heart disease, colon cancer and death from any disease, says Amati. Coffee is high in